Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Alain. Going to be looking at Richard Marcinko and Bill Engvall today, a Rogue Warrior novel and Just a Guy. Those are the books that are coming up. But before we get to the books, I'm drinking out of my Dog Dad cup today because today, March 23rd, is National Puppy Day. Yes, it is. There's a picture of my little pup when he was young. That's Rocky when he was a little puppy. He's going on 4 years old here pretty soon. So he's not a little puppy anymore. In dog years, I guess he's an adult. But he'll turn 4 this summer. But he sure was a cute little puppy, that's for sure. And today is National Puppy Day. And the importance of National Puppy Day, it was started back in 2004, I think. So it's going on 20 years now, 20 years. And it's to remind people and encourage people about all of the animals that need rescued. Puppies, kittens, other animals, they're out there and they need rescued because some of them are in pretty bad situations. It's sad that people have animals and treat them the way they do sometimes. Not everybody is as fortunate to get a loving home. Rocky, he hit a jackpot because he's spoiled. And I know a lot of pet owners that spoil their animals, and rightfully so. And sadly, there are animals out there that don't have that. And if you're in a situation where you can have one join your family, National Puppy Day is a day to remind you about that there are animals out there that need to be rescued. We saw John Curley on yesterday with one of his rescues that was also named Rocky, and he has several more. I think he has 4 rescue dogs at the moment. So that's just something to let people know. Today is National Puppy Day, and if you can rescue a dog, adopt a dog, or another animal, this is a reminder that there are animals out there in need for that. Appreciate everybody joining. Let's talk about some books on this Saturday. The first book we'll talk about, Just a Guy, Notes from a Blue Collar Life, Bill Engvall, with Alain Eisenstock. If you like Bill and you like his comedy, which I do, this is a fun little read. And it's sort of biography, tells about his earlyhood and how he met his wife and up to, when he wrote this book, living on the road, doing tours and trying to keep the family life at home as well with the kids. If you like his type of humor, which I do, you'll like this book, which I did. I mean, it's good to hear his story, but it's also just laced with his kind of humor about being a guy. One of the last chapters in here, that I just finished this book, about buying a bra, guys being drugged to the mall with their wives to, wait outside the dressing room holding the bag as she's in there trying on a bra. And you look over at the other guy who's holding a bag and you sort of give that little nod that guys do. I mean, so it just has a lot of that kind of stuff in it. Fun read, quick read. He talks about his college days where he did more partying than college. I mean, that was his life. And he's pretty honest about, hey, I was a screw up in a lot of things, did more drinking and socializing and chasing girls than he did anything else in college. So just a fun read. If you like his comedy, it's a good book. Before I get to the next book, I'm going to say good morning to Jay and Vicky. Appreciate you guys being here. Good morning, John. Appreciate you saying hi, and it's good to have you here live as well. Good morning, Dixon. Dixon says fur babies. Yep, today, National Puppy Day. And John says, we rescued 2 puppy brothers during COVID, Thor and Odin. Awesome. And those are great names, too. Although they're brothers. It should have been Thor and Loki, right? But that is awesome, John. Jay says, I have to add that one. Fun reads are best. Yep, it is. I mean, you've probably seen him on the Blue Comedy Tour and different comedy specials. I think he's hilarious. Here's your sign. Guy's brilliant when it comes to comedy. And this is just a fun, his life story, but it's funny as well. And Dixon says He's the there's your sign guy, right? Exactly. Here's your sign. And I actually read a book of his. I don't have it anymore. I donated it off after I finished it. He has a book, Here's Your Sign. And it's just all these one-liners and such about people that here's your sign. But this is more his life story, telling about his childhood and meeting his wife in college days and getting into comedy with a humorous twist through it, just because that's who he is, a comedian. The second book we have is Option Delta. As you know, I've been reading through these and donating them. I have the whole big collection. I'm almost out of hardbacks and into the paperbacks of those. This one is like the 7th book of the series. The first one being Rogue Warrior, which was a autobiography. And then he started into the novels. And then this is the 7th book. So the 6th novel. Just fun reads if you like action, cussing, and killing. And I like that he writes in first person. He puts little humorous jokes. He'll write something in there and say, if you don't remember that, go read Red Cell, one of his earlier books. Or if you forgot what I told you, go read so-and-so. If you don't know this, look it up in the, index. And then he put stuff in here that sometimes you don't know if it's real or not. He puts actual things in there. And when he talks about weapons and, knives and firearms and different type of weapons, they're actual weapons and how they're used. He talks about some of the tactics that are accurate. So then he starts talking about people and situations, and the lines get blurred of what is a novel and he's making up and what was true and really happened. And so they're just really fun type of books if you like that kind of reading. If you don't like killing and cussing and military, don't read them. If you like killing and cussing and military stuff, they're a fun light read, just action. You read them for fun. Eric says, good morning. Appreciate being here, Eric. And Eric says, my weapon, a perfect crust pizza liner. Eric, if I had one of those here, I could probably show you how to use that effectively to hurt someone, because you can use just about anything as a weapon. So that's a good one to have. And I know that if you don't know Eric is in the business with the perfect crust pizza liners. If your delivered pizza doesn't have one, it would be better if it did. Good morning, Robin. Appreciate you being here and saying hello. And Eric says he'll send me one. All right, Eric. That would be good to have. Those are the 2 books today. And everybody, both just fun, light reads. You're not going to be educated by either of these, but you're going to, have some relaxing time and entertainment. And that's what reading is for as well. Sometimes we read to be entertained. Sometimes we read to be educated. Sometimes we read because we have to. Sometimes we read because we want to. I hope you want to read more, and something you can read. Enjoy Life Safely newsletter. It's going out this weekend. It'll go out tomorrow evening. Sign up, enjoylifesafely.com, and you can read that newsletter. And one last time, there is Rocky, my little pup, when he was new. Today is National Puppy Day. Good time to adopt or, just treat your pets a little bit special today. Go spoil them a little bit more. Why not? They deserve it, right? Okay, everybody, go out. Make it a fantastic, super califragilistic, expialidocious Saturday, and I'll see you tomorrow.